Hey y'all, it's Craig with the Big Comes. How's everybody doing today? Today, y'all, we're gonna be making a super cute Be Happy wreath. Be happy. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. We got our natural raised work form with 18 ties on it. We do have those in stock here at smalltownwreathshop.com. Alright, we're gonna be using our natural 21-inch mesh for our poof method on the base. So we're going to be kind of staying with that natural look. We're going to go in with some black and white. We do have this in stock as well for some cruffles, and we're going to be doing two different color curls. Actually, I have one already open right here. So we're going to be doing some white and yellow curls. We're going to bring in today same kind of thing, y'all. We're going to actually run these two together. We're going to do some polka dots on each other. And, well, I don't know which ones I'm going to run yet. And we're going to have some Swiss dots. So we're going to use several different color ribbons. We're going to be alternating colors. It's going to be super summery. And it's going to be super fun. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, y'all. Make sure that you give us a subscribe. Follow our channels if you want to watch us make more of our pretty wreaths live, y'all. So let's get this wreath made. So let's get to it, y'all. Alright, so we've got our 15-inch raised work form. We're going to be using our 21-inch natural burlap. We're going to be making 10-inch posts. I might even go so I have enough because I'm going to try to use some open rolls of mesh. I hope this helps somebody out besides me that always has open mesh. So I think this is enough to do the inner part. We're going to do the outer with the roll that I've got. So let's see if we can make this work, y'all. Alright. Now this thing is, when you cut it, it gets all wonky. So I'm just going to straighten up just a little bit. We're just going to take and we're going to cut across. And we're going to straighten him up. So we can start. I'm using my little handy dandy rotary cutter. And y'all know how I just scrunch up the ends. You know, just take the whole 21-inch roll and just kind of cruffle it all up across the front. And then how much do we use? We use about 4 inches. Take about 3 or 4 inches. Pick your first one on your outer ring out and stick your mesh way down in there. And we're going to tie one time only. And now we use the little tie wraps, a little zip tie, a little small zip tie, and we're going to zip tie him in there. So I'm going to kind of just move him inside, flip him over. My nose is itching. Ooh, this burlap something else. And I'm going to just zip tie it to the frame, kind of up close by the tie. Ooh, I must have went in him. There you go. Just enough to kind of, you know, some extra hold there. Just kind of pull it snug enough. We're going to cut him with our cobalt wire cutters that we really like from Lowe's. And we got the first one in. So now, since we're trying to use up mesh that we have, let's go ahead and let's pull these little ties out so they ain't all, I ain't got to fight all of that. So let's get them going. Pull everything out. Y'all, our allergies, we got so much pollen down here. It's crazy. Crazy. So, y'all know I like to pull my, make sure your ends, make sure your sides are rolled under on this 21-inch mesh when you make your poofs. And I pull mine kind of tight. Like I said, we're going to go, I usually go 10 inches, but I think I'm going to go about 9.5. I'm going to try to get make every inch I can count. So I just pick a number out on my my little cutting up mat here. We're going to start at 15, and we're going to go about 24.5. And make sure I got everything folded like I want. We're going to be sticking so much other mesh in it. We're just trying to, you know, we're trying to see if we can use up some stuff that we got open, y'all. Go in there with that. One time, let's make sure our poofs get like we want it. They're going to be plenty big enough. Remember to take that tie and go underneath that middle ring and back out. and then just roll it forward. I'm not even going to twist it. We're just going to leave it right there, because we want to roll each poof up. Go to your next one. I like mine to kind of look like a piece of candy. Kind of reminds me of a piece of candy, you know, that's tied up on both ends. And we're still going to go for that 24.5. So we're going to try to stay about 9.5. And see if we can make this roll. I hope. Lord bless my soul, I hope it works. Go under. We're going to do each one like that, where we go underneath. And make sure to push, because, I mean, basically you're just getting your base to hold everything else up. So, alright. So we're on our 5. Go to our 24.5 and pinch it. And we're going to puff it up and stick it down in there tight. Pull it, twist it, go underneath that middle one, bring it back out, and then roll it up together to that middle ring, and then just cross it. Try to keep them as long as we can anyway. So I'm gonna finish this up on the outer ring, and I will be right. All right, y'all. So we got the outside done at about 9.5 inch poofs, and we had enough. We almost off. The roll is fixing to be out. So I'm going to go as far as I can. We already rolled up. This is our last one. This was where we started. We end here, and then we go up to the first one on top. So now we're going to see how far. Ooh, it just come off the roll there. Ooh-wee. So we had just enough. We're going to have a little bit more than just enough to do it. So I'm going to take it as far as it can, because I don't like to waste nothing. That's just me. So let's get all these on the top done. So we're going to go about, we might just go 9. Yeah, about 9.5. So we can go about 9.5. I think I'm going to be able to get one more poof out of that. Maybe. This is the end. Ooh-wee, that's it. So we're definitely getting all of that roll. But we got to use this roll in multiple wreaths, so that's a good thing. Trying to see, it's a little harder to make the poofs with the last part though, because it want to roll up everywhere. So just roll him out, puff him up, and let's get one more, and then we're gonna cut it off. So we're gonna stay about the same. About 9.5. 9.5 right there. Move that out the way. Shove him down in there. Oh, we might have enough to do one more, y'all. Waste not, want not, huh? Let's see what we got. Let's see how much we do have. It might make it. It might not. I don't think it's gonna make it, y'all. I just don't think. It might. Oh, it might. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's gonna make 9, y'all. Barely. So let's do 9 in there. Right there. Oh, I'm good with that. Alright, so now we're gonna cut. No, you know what? We're gonna cut this. Get this tape out of here. We're gonna cut this a little bit off right there. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna zip tie. I gotta have a place to start, so we're gonna have to start right back on top of this one. So I'm gonna zip tie. Actually, we're gonna have to zip tie twice. So that's okay though. At least we know we can make it work. So I'm gonna zip tie this one up close. Get my little pliers. Flip him over. Cut him close. Give him a haircut. I think that's gonna work out pretty good, y'all. Alright. So now I got my other roll. Let's get this one off. Get rid of that. And let's use another one. Let's use this one. Same mesh, we just got all we need to do is finish. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 loops. We got poofs we gotta do left. So let's cut this one straight again. This one's a little straighter, but it still needs to be straightened out here. Get my rotary cutter, and I just kind of start at this corner, and I'm just gonna go straight across. Pick me out one of them lines, and we're gonna cut him. And we're gonna get rid of that. Come on here. Alright, so we're just gonna start again, just like we beginning, but we're gonna have to start where we ended. I'm gonna try to keep this little tail kind of tight on this one, because remember what I said, the more you stick in these ties, the shorter everything gets. And I'm gonna need to kind of tie wrap down in here. We're gonna zip tie here, so I'm gonna tie him in. You know what, let's untie him. Let's untie him since we got him zip tied. Untie him all the way, stick this one on top, that way we keep as much as we can, because the tops usually stay plenty long anyway. And we're gonna get one more zip tie, one more little zip tie here, flip him over again, and we're gonna zip tie him. Just find somewhere to zip tie him in there, pull him together. Remember, we making a wreath. We ain't building a watch. Ain't gotta be perfect. I'm gonna get close, and we're gonna pull him down in there. Cut him off. Give him that haircut. Get rid of some of that old junk. Uh-oh. I was trying to cut the middle. Can't do that, crazy. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to finish up. Make sure your ends is rolled under to get you started, and then kind of stay rolled under so your poofs is up. And just kind of get them shaped right before we start it. Poof up, buddy. And get everything kind of poofed up a little bit. And just pull it like that. 9.5 inches again. Let me get all these pulled down. Make sure you like the way that poof looks. And get him just like that. And we're going to finish up on this top. And we'll have all these poofs done. That's too long. I need to bring all of these down out of my way. Alright, so let me get these tops done and we'll be right back. Alright, so we ended up where we started. This is all we got left on that roll, so that's good. So now we're going to leave ourselves about 3-4 inches or so, and we're just going to cut it off. And that's all that's left of that. That'd probably make a poof, you know, like a butt method, like so, if Melissa wanted to use that in a wreath. So the only thing that we had to do different was we wound up having to use 4 little zip ties. So that's not a big thing. Not a big thing at all. So we're going to roll it under here. And get him zip tied up in here pretty good. So we don't go nowhere. And we got it good, y'all. And my cutters. Haircut. Oh, y'all. I broke him. I broke my little zip tie. So get another. Remember, I'm always telling y'all, don't pull on it too hard. And then here I am, because these small ones, it doesn't take a whole lot. You put a lot of pressure on them, and they'll break. So just kind of just get it cinched down there. That's all you need. A little haircut. And there's your poofs. So we come out pretty good doing it that way. I'm happy with it. We still got a good base, and we was able to use 2 rolls that were open. So waste not, want not. So we did good. Alright, so now we got to go in with these pretty black and white cruffles. So this is the black and white. We do have this in stock, the 10-inch or 10.5 inch, whatever you want to call it. Black and white check. I do have these cut at 18 inches a piece. And all we're going to do, I'm going to get me, y'all know how I use my little clothespin. So we're going to use one little clothespin, because that's all I'm going to need. And we're going to roll it on one end about 3-4 times. Put my little clothespin. Flip it over. Roll it pretty tight. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to cruffle right down the middle. So just cruffle it all up. And we're going to do like we did last time. I'm going to put it with the little rolls, the little curls down. And we're going to start on the outside. And let's start where all these zip ties, where'd they go? Let me make sure where I started at. Go ahead and get these short ties out the way. Right here. So I'm going to untie it, because remember, like I said, you're going to start running out of room with these ties. Because it takes, and I'm just going to twist one time, and then we'll kind of work the cruffles, you know, make them face like you like them, make them stand up. Because we got a lot of curls to go in. Each tie gets one of these, so we got 18 of these to put in, y'all. So like I said, just roll it up 3-4 times. Flip him around, just like so. I like to roll them kind of tight, and then just cruffle with your fingers all the way over to that clothespin. Pull him off, and then we're going to turn it upside down. I used to turn them up. Melissa turns them down. I don't think it really matters. So whatever floats your boat. This one's pretty long, so I'm not going to untie him. Twist one time. Get it in there. Alright, so I've got 18 of these to put in. So let me get all of these cruffles in, and we will be... Alright, so we got all the cruffles on. So now, y'all know what time it is. It's time to bend this thing. Time to bend this thing like an egg instead of round. So we're going to pull it up against my chest, and I'm just going to gradually oval it. We're going to make it look like an Easter egg. We're going to do both sides. Just don't do it hard, because you can break these frames. You're just trying to... I do it on both sides because it'll tend to make a flat side if you don't. Just pull it easy. And that's all. So now it's shaped like a good old egg, and it gets elongated, so it changes the total look of the wreath. Instead of being round like a circle, it gets long. Makes that long look for that rectangle door. So it does really good. So now we've got all these curls to put in, y'all. So we got our yellow. I got a whole basket of curls, yellow and red. We do have both of those meshes in stock. I've already cut them. Your curls are 10.5 inch mesh, cut at 10 inches a piece. They're not real long. And you just roll them up. You just roll them up, and I put them together with the little clothespins, which we're going to throw back in there as we go. Doesn't really matter, whatever side you want to. I think I want the yellow showing up, so you just find somewhere to start. Ain't gonna really matter. Just remember, these outer ties get short pretty quick, so I'm gonna untie them as I put all this mesh in. Shove it down in there, one turn, and just make sure that they stand up so you can see them. So we're going to do all of them. I'm going to try to do them all the same way. I'm going to put that yellow on top and just keep moving around and get all of that stuff tied in there. Now, sometimes you might not have to use them all because the sign, where the sign's going to be, but I just go ahead and I put them all in there, and then I just work the sign around them. That's what I do. And if you have any little stragglers, little, you know, like that, y'all, just cut them off. Just whack them off of there. No biggie, no biggie. And just make sure y'all know how I get. I'll be done skip the tie. So I don't never have to really untie the top. They're always long enough. It just seems to be this bottom ones, because you still got to put all your ribbon tails in. And that's where it starts. Everything starts coming together when you start getting all that color in. All of that pretty ribbon that we got to cut, y'all. If I had my wife, she could cut that for me. I'm gonna have to cut it. So we've got 18 of these sets to put in. So I had to cut 18 of each color to make sure we had enough to do all 18 ties. And just kind of, you know, just poof them up a little bit, make them stand like you want. So let me get all these things in here, and we will be right back. Alright, y'all, so we got the base done, as you can see. Nice and pretty, got some pretty colors going on. So now we got to make sure we pick our top and bottom out. You know, if you can't go but one way, or, you know, with the egg, but I want to kind of look at it, and I want to see where I want that sign to go. So I don't guess it really matters. We'll kind of push things around. We're going to move these ties out, because y'all know the sign's going to cover up some of these ties. We'll make sure all of that's kind of pushed to the outside so I can find them. And a lot of this stuff in here where the sign's going to go is just going to be kind of used as a base to help hold that sign where it's going to go. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of, the signs come with a string on them, so you can buy the sign and just hang it if you want. If you don't make wreaths or something, I know all the wooden ones come with a little string. I'm just going to tuck him in there behind it. Sometimes we cut them off, but I'm just going to leave it because somebody might want to actually take it off and hang it, you know what I mean? So we're going to try to pick, trying to look on the cameras, we're going to try to pick about halfway. So we're going to try to put it in the middle. I wanted it at a little bit of an angle. I don't want it completely straight. So I think I like it right there. Now I'm going to show y'all how we do it. You can use cable tie mounts if you want. We don't. The humidity down here does not, the cable tie mounts just don't hold up real good. Down here we got everything at night gets cool, and during the day it gets hot. So anyway, alright, so I got an extra little piece of ribbon here. It's just 1.5 inches green, and what I do is I cut me about 1 inch piece. So I'm gonna cut me 2 pieces, and that'll leave me a little extra. And we take these chenille stems. It doesn't matter what color because you're not gonna see it anyway. You don't want, we staple them on. So we got this is the Sure Bonder stapler. Works really well. So what I do is I take and I fold that ribbon in half, wire to wire, and then I fold it again. What we're doing, let me move my base out of the way real quick, is these are 1/4 inch staples, 1/4 inch staples, and if you staple right straight to that sign, some of the signs are not quite as thick. You will see the little divot or the little marks come out where the staple wants to try to come through. It won't come through, but you will see it. So I put this ribbon down after it's folded twice. I'm not even going to tear these stickers off. And we're going to get in the middle, and I'm going to stay in line right here where they got them. And you're going to lay your chenille stem right there on the top. And we're going to staple through that ribbon. What is that noise, y'all? Alright, so through the ribbon, just like so. And we're going to twist. So we're going to twist just like that. And now, by stapling through the little piece of ribbon, it's not going to show through it. So I'm going to line this one up across here. Just like that. And we're going to staple and just twist them. Just twist them back up on itself. And now you got your chenille stems on. And as you can see, you can look, and there's no, you don't see the little staples. But that ribbon takes up just enough room of that staple that it won't show through. So now we got that done. So I'm gonna leave the little burlap string on, just because somebody might want to take the sign off and hang it. So I'm gonna look in the camera here, and I'm gonna put it kind of at an angle across the middle. You know, kind of, sort of, as close to the middle as I can. And I'm gonna get my little handy dandy yarn needle. Get this at any hobby store. And I'm gonna just run it through the eye, and I'm gonna bend it over. Now you can probably, you know, it just works easier. Just go straight down below where it's stapled at. Reach your hand underneath. And I try to go right between that top rail, the top metal ring, and the middle one. And then I just grab the needle and just make sure it don't twist up, and pull it down. Just like so. I'm going to put just enough pressure on it to make sure that it kind of nestles it down, but not too hard. And then I'm going to pinch it on that bar, and then I'm going to start twisting it around. For now, all you got to do is just twist it, you know, 4 or 5 times. Twist it tight, just like you wrapping around that little bar. It does. This is one of the more aggravating parts, y'all. I mean, your fingers is gonna, you got to be able to hold on to it good, and there's not a whole lot of room to do your twisting. So we got that one. Make sure it's where you want it. Make sure you got your curls and stuff kind of out. And we're going to do the same thing for this side. Our square signs, our metal signs, I poke the holes with the jewelry punch. But the wood signs, this is how we do it. The square ones I might put 4. But these rectangle ones I can put 2. And just push that yarn needle until it comes through. And then just pull it down. Same thing. Make sure it's where you want it. I'm trying to look on the camera, y'all. Make sure it's kind of in the middle. Make sure it's pulled tight enough. Not too tight. Don't just smash it so hard. And then same thing. Just twist it on. Now I'll go back at the end just like I always do. And I will tie these on. I'm going to leave you got enough slack that I'll do some half hitches. And then I'll cut the excess off so it doesn't poke somebody. Hang on, y'all, and I'll answer that question, so hang tight. Alright, so now, and the reason I don't tie it completely, because if I get to where I feel like it needs to be tighter, I can go back and pull the slack out of it, wrap it a couple more times, and then tie it if I need to make sure that it's tied tight enough. Alright, so now we have that on, so now we get to do all these ribbon tails that I've got to cut. So this is the color ribbons that we're gonna go with. So I'll tell you what, let's put the wreath over here, and let me get all these ribbons out. We got 2 2.5 inch ribbons and 2 1.5 inch ribbons. We got 9 of each, 13 inches long, with the ribbon tail board from Jenny Sanchez at Wood Bits and Pieces. We got Swiss dot with lace edge, 1.5 inch. We got the big black and yellow polka dots, 1.5 inch. Every ribbon that we sell, y'all, is a wired ribbon. I don't have these in stock. These are Melissa's out of her stash that she had. We do have the Swiss dots in stock. We do have some other bee ribbons in stock, so y'all can check that out at smalltownwreathshop.com. Now I just have to match up which ones I'm going to run together. I think I'm going to put the big polka dots on this one and the Swiss dots on that one. That way I can cut them together. So we're going to do these first. And y'all know we like to lay our ribbon on top of one another. That way we get the same length every cut that we make. We're going to take and fold them together with that 1.5 inch right down the center. Our wire's in my left hand because I'm right-handed, and I cut up and toward the wire at a 45-degree angle. And that gives you your pretty dovetail. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all can see that. And we do both ends. We make sure it stays the same. And there we go. Make sure it all goes together, and then fold it in half. Stay. Just fold it in half. You know, it ain't gotta be perfect. And then we set them aside. And that's how you do that. We'll do one of these. We'll do one of each, and then I'll get them all cut. Same thing with this one. And we're just gonna have two different piles. Let it run on itself down the middle. Fold it. Cut up at a 45, and there you go. Because some of these you want them to stay as close to the same length. See how that one's a little longer, but it won't be longer after we cut it like we do. Now they'll be the same length, and we're gonna have two separate piles. So let me get all these things cut, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody. Now we got our ribbon tails cut right here. We used our ribbon tail boards from Miss Jenny Sanchez at Wood Bits and Pieces. If you go to her store or her Facebook page or her Bookface page, Lord bless my heart, tell her Craig from Small Town Wreath Shop sent you over there. So let's unfold these things. We're going to alternate. So just unfold it, accordion down the middle. Looks like a little bow tie. And we're going to start, just pick you somewhere to start on the outside, on that outer ring. So just pick one. If they're long enough, you don't have to untie them. I usually don't twist them. I usually just twist around. I go one over. Let's see. Let's get a piece of ribbon here. I usually take one of those ties, like once I get it pinched. Let's use this one. I get it pinched down the middle, and when I go in on that tie, y'all, sometimes it's too short, so I don't just put them together and twist them. I'll take one and I'll wrap it over it, and take the other one and wrap it over the other way, and I'll squeeze them behind it so it's just wrapped around it, just like so. If I have to twist it, I will. If I don't, I don't. So y'all know how we do it. On the outer, we make an X. So we take the 2.5 inch, we let it run across each other, and take that 1.5 inch and let it run, and it makes just kind of like a pretty X. It's all wired ribbon, so just kind of got to pull on it and put it where you want it to go, just like so. I'll show y'all in just a minute. So let me go. Let's do one more. This is the opposite colors. You just try to, get you some ribbon that coordinates with your sign. Your sign is your focal point. That's what you're working off of. You're working off that sign, to give you the colors that you need. Y'all, I'm telling you, my allergies. Sure. And just pull them and let them cross. Him to go up. Him to go down. And you'll probably, you got to go back and you got to kind of fix your tails at the end, I like to make them go where I want them to go. And there we go with that one. So we got the two side by side. Y'all can see it, the two different colors. Still going the wrong way. Lord bless my soul. There we go. We got one there and one there. Y'all see that? It makes like an X. And once you get all these in here, like I said, you just opposite, you just rotate, Put one color, then do the other color, then go back to the first color. That's all you gotta do. But if you get to a tie that's real short, just try to untie it and stick it down in there, and then tie it back. And you got a lot of curls, a lot of mesh in here, so you just gotta kind of work around it and get it to lay like you need it. As long as you can get that X made on these outer ones, you can't hardly do it on the inners because of the sign. Sign's gonna kind of get in the way. So alright, so we're gonna get all these ribbon tails in, and we're gonna have a beautiful bee wreath ready. Alright, y'all, I got all the ribbon tails in, and as y'all can see, super pretty. It'll sure make you smile, and it'll sure make you be happy, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the wreath. I hope you give it a try, this kind of style. I'm Craig with the Bickums. If you got any value from this video, give me a thumbs up, please. I'd appreciate it. And keep watching some of our videos. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see y'all next time.